Hi everyone, welcome to practice. My name is Kimberly. For today, we have a Vinyasa flow that's going to focus from the ground up. So we're going to start with the lower portion of the legs and then work up into the hamstrings and the outer hips. So a lot of good work with external and internal rotation, some good contraction and activation of all the muscles within the legs so we can find that release and length at the end. If you enjoyed today's class, please like and subscribe to my channel. You can leave me any questions or comments in the comment box below. I always love to hear from you. If you have a block, just have one on top of a mat, and let's just get started on our back. So go ahead and lie down. And just drawing awareness to the back of the leg. So hug your right knee in, left leg long. Interlace around the shin. Drop the shoulders. And then take the clasp behind the leg, and as you straighten the leg up, flex the foot, and then point the foot. Flex the foot, and then point. So not going for our biggest stretch, I just want you to feel the relationship, the back and the front of the leg. As we switch between pointing and flexing the foot. And then bend your knee and take it across and just find your supine twist. Reach the right arm out, drop the shoulder. Take an inhale and spread through the chest. Exhale, sink the hips heavy. Come back to center. Just interlace around the left shin. Extend the right leg long. And then straighten the leg. And just working through that pointing and the flexing of the foot. And then bend the knee and take it across. Take a full breath in. And then exhale, release. Great, hug your knees in. Rock up and come to tabletop. And then wiggle the hips. You can find cow and cat, maybe some circles of the hips, whatever feels good. And then come right to a neutral spine. Curl your back toes under as you sit your hips back to the heels. And then broaden your clavicles. Maintain that as you hover your knees, really hugging your upper arms in their sockets. Maintain that as you lift your hips for downward facing dog. And then just pivot your heels to the left, but keep your inner right palm firm. Stretch to the right side body. And then heels to the right. You can bend the right knee as you root the left palm down. Stretch to the left side body. Back to center. Step your feet together and stretch your left leg up. Inhale. Knee to nose and step it between your hands. Drop the right knee for low lunge. Reach the arms up. Take a breath in. Cactus the arms. Breath out. Lift the heart space. Draw the elbows down. Extend the arms up. Inhale. Bring your fingertips down. Straighten the left leg. Ardha Hanuman. Exhale. Take an inhale there. Curl the toes towards your knee. Plug your shoulders in their sockets. And then start to point your foot. See if you can get the ball of the foot down. Maybe hover your knee. Suck your belly in. And then step into the left foot, inch forward. And then come up to an arrow lunge, hands to heart. Engaging the front and the back of the lower leg. Tap your knees together. Stay there. Sink more weight into the heel. And then step your right foot down for chair. Reach the arms high. Take a breath in. And then press to stand, thumbs to heart. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Fold forward and down. Exhale. Step your right leg back to runner's lunge. And now ground your right heel down. Find heel to arch alignment. Take your left hand to your thigh. We're going to circle the right arm back and up so biceps in line with ear. Now hug your left hip in as you push your right heel. So you're drawing your right ribs down, getting longer through that right side body. Circle the right arm again. Inhale, pause. Exhale. Keeping that left hip hugging in. And then maybe extending that left arm as well. Take a breath. Reverse warrior. And then cartwheel your hands down. Step your left foot back to plank. Take your vinyasa, so chaturanga, bend the elbows. You can lower to your belly or just to the tops of the feet, upward facing, but broaden the chest. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, reach your right leg up. And then step it between your hands. Left knee down, inhale, low lunge. Cactus the arms. Inhale, extend the arms to the ceiling. Ardha Hanuman, exhale. Flex your foot to start. And then point your foot, try to get the ball of the foot down. Maybe hover the heel. Engaging the calf and then bring the foot down, inch your fingers forward. Come to runner's lunge and then right to arrow lunge, putting the weight in the right foot. And then slowly just tapping the knees together. Bring the left foot down, inhale, chair pose, drop the hips. Press to stand, thumbs to heart. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Fold forward, exhale. Inhale, Ardha. Exhale, step the left leg back. Spin the heel out. Heel to arch alignment. And then take your right forearm to the thigh. Circle the left arm back and up and find that diagonal line from heel to pinky. Good, then exhale, circle it forward and down. Inhale, up and over. One more. And then push through the left heel. Maybe extend that bottom arm as well. Hug the top ribs down and back. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, vinyasa. Good, take a full breath. Look to the hands. Inhale. Step or hop, feet to hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rise to stand. Exhale, come to chair pose. Sweep your arms back and lift your heels, chest forward, and then heels down, arms up. Twice more. Sweep the arms, lift the heels, broaden your clavicles, heels down, arms up. Sweep the arms, lift the heels. Now keep that, stretch your arms out, maybe forward, biceps in line with ears. Can you keep your heels lifted? Draw your sternum forward, lift the belly, and then hands down, maybe keeping the heels lifted. Fold in half. Take an inhale, lengthen. Keep your chest broad as you step or hop to chaturanga. Upward facing, take a breath in. Downward facing breath out. Stretch your left leg up. Inhale. Knee to nose. Step it between your hands. Come into crescent lunge. And then interlace all but your index finger or grab your right wrist. I want you to side bend to the left. Lift your chin, straighten the elbows. Feel a nice stretch to that whole right side. Keep that, come up. Keep the arms, rather. And then exhale, lift your left heel. Take an inhale, come halfway forward. Exhale, lift the heel higher. Nicely done. Get your hands down, try to keep the heel lifted, and then draw heel to bottom, forehead to knee. Good. Inhale, leg up and back. Bend the knee and open your hip. Inhale, square it off, straighten the leg. Exhale, you can hop and switch off the right foot, lean the shoulders towards the wrist, or just step left foot between your hands. Take about 10 seconds. And then grab your block. We're going to set up for warrior two with the block overhead. So grab the short ends of the block. And then guide your left knee right over the second toe. Squeeze the block and continue to do so as you take a reverse warrior here. Breathe in. And then halfway forward, breathe out. Hug the right ribs back. And then we're going to put all the weight into the left foot. Feel that whole left leg engage. Keep everything open side of mat and just tap the top of the foot around the calf. Can be high or low. And then tap the toes. Try to keep that left knee bent. Tap the calf. Tap the toe. Calf. Toe. Pause as you tap. Take it to half moon. Hovering. So reach out, hug in. Spread your right toes. Squeeze the block. And then crane pose. Right knee to chest, square it off. Start to bend the left knee, reach through the fingers, squeeze the block, and then take it to a bent knee, warrior three. Lift the inner arms, melt the heart. Keep squeezing the block as you bring it down. Good, and then set it on its lowest level, fold into standing splits. Now, option one is to stay. Take your vinyasa when you're ready. Option two is to get your hands down in front of the block. Come high on the ball of the foot, maybe lean weight towards your fingertips, and then hop on and off the block. 3 to 5 times. And you're going to notice it comes from the pit of your belly more than anything. And then hop back, step back, just call it good. Take your vinyasa. Make sure the block's left corner of mat. Downward facing dog. Stretch your right leg up. Knee to nose. Step it between your hands. Crescent lunge. Anchor through the feet. Interlace all but index finger. And then exhale, side bend to your right. Keep hugging your right hip back. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, lift the right heel. Take an inhale. Halfway forward. Take an inhale. Plant the palms. Heel to bottom, inhale. Leg up and back. Bend the knee and open the hip. Good, straighten the leg and square it off. And then hop and switch. You might hop the left foot in an inch, lean the shoulders towards the wrists, wrap the triceps down, take a few hops, landing light as you switch your legs in air. And then take the block up with you. Find warrior two. Arms overhead. So everything from the waist down stays static. Reverse warrior, inhale. Halfway forward. Putting the tension now on that right leg. Come to your left big toe. Keep rolling open. Tap a foot to calf. Tap. Tap the toe. Calf. Toe. Calf. One more. Toe. Pause at the calf and then extend that leg. Hover moon. Squeeze the block. 3. Roll the left big toe down. 2 slightly. Crane. 1. Squeeze the block, straight, strong arms. Start to bend the right knee. Maintain that as you hinge from your pelvis tipping. Lift the inner biceps and spin them up. Take a breath in. Bring the block down slowly. Breath out. Standing splits on the right leg. Stay or maneuver the block to get the hands just forward of it. High on the ball of the foot. So tipping forward, the hips have to lift. High on the ball of your right foot. Hop on and off the block. Might be once, maybe 3 or 5 times even. And then step back, hop back. Take your vinyasa. Use your up dog to reset, broaden the chest, downward facing. Good, block to the right corner. We're going to flow through that a few more times. Now that you got it down, you know what's coming. Use your breath as your guide. Stretch your left leg up. Knee to nose to step between your hands. Crescent lunge, inhale. Side bend left, exhale. Crescent lunge, inhale. Lift the heel. Halfway forward, inhale. Plant the palms. Knee to nose, lift the heel to your sits bones, to leg up and back. Good, bend the knee and open the hip. Straighten the leg and square it off. And then 10-second journey, hop and switch or step. Again, be mindful that left hip rolling open. Hug the thighs into the center line. Point, float, or flex your feet. Engage through the legs. Warrior two. Squeeze the block, reverse warrior, breath in. Halfway forward, breath out. Put the weight in the left foot. And then tap foot to calf. 3 of these, tap the toe. Foot to calf. Toe. Calf. And then half moon. Engage the right side body. Straighten the inner arms. Crane pose, inhale. Keep that as you start to bend your left knee. Right thigh to chest. Pull in from your belly. And then warrior 3, bent knee variation. Inner biceps, spin them up. Take an inhale. Keep squeezing the block as you lower it down on the lowest level. And then hop on and off the block. Three quality times. And then step back or hop back, vinyasa. Block to left corner of mat. Lift your right leg up. Knee to nose, step it between your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, side bend right. Neutral torso, inhale. Lift your right heel. Halfway forward, inhale. Plant the palms, exhale. Heel the sits bones, push away to leg up and back. Roll the hip open, breathe in. Straighten and square it off, breathe out. And then maintain the hip square as you hop off the left foot. And that's the hard part. You're gonna wanna spin that right hip open. Lift from the inseam of the leg. Reach through the ball of the foot. Hop and switch your step. Take your block with you. Reverse your warrior. Inhale. Feel the right foot. Draw the shin forward. And then hip in halfway forward. Keep that. Come to left big toe. Roll open. And then tap the calf. Tap the toe. Tap the calf. Toe. Last one. Pause. Take it to hovering half moon. Extend the legs straight back. Inner biceps behind you. Squeeze the block. Crane pose. Inhale. Bend your right knee. Thigh to chest. Exhale. Sink into it. Keep your right knee bent. Warrior three. Inhale. More and more weight into the right heel. Squeeze the block as you bring it down. Standing splits. And then maneuver the block. Hands just forward of it. Hind ball of foot. Hop on and off for three. Pike your hips up. And then take your vinyasa. Just one more quality flow here. Give it your best effort. Block top right corner. Sweep your left leg up. Step it between. Crescent lunge. Breathe in. Side bend left. Breathe out. Crescent lunge. Lift the heel. Exhale halfway forward. Stay there. Take an inhale. Lift the heel higher. One more full breath. Get longer through the front spine. Plant the palms. Heel the bottom. And then take it to the right upper arm. Ground the right heel down. Bring your outer ankle to the right knee. Squat, figure four. Keep hugging your left shoulder in the socket. You might take your arm overhead and lift the hip, but keep the leg. Exhale, just bend the right knee and squat the hip. So it's a variation of side plank. Inhale. Exhale, squat. To transition, inhale. Right hand down. Left knee, left upper arm, just a little tap, and then take it over for wild thing. Draw your right shoulder blade to the spine. Take a breath in. And then breath out. Find your belly. Come back to center. Leg up and back. Now roll the left hip down. Take a few hops off your right foot. Keep reaching through the ball of your left. Switch your legs in air. Grab the block. Squeeze it. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, halfway forward. Lean the weight into that foot. Open up and then tap. Toe, calf, toe. Pause. Hover moon. Take a breath in. Crane, breath out. Strong arms, bend the left knee, inhale. Keep that, warrior three. Squeeze the block, roll the inner biceps up. Take an inhale. Block to the floor. Good. So for this one, stay in standing splits. Take 3 more hops on and off, or hop on the block and then hop up and back on the block. So you're not bending the knee and kicking your butt. You're keeping a straighter left leg. Feel the connection of your palm fingertips into the mat, and you might just get some air time. Take it through, find your feet, find your belly. Vinyasa. Block left corner of mat. Take an inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it between, crescent lunge, up you go. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale, center. Exhale, lift the heel. Inhale, halfway forward. Exhale, stay. Inhale here, lengthen the front spine. And now exhale, get your hands down. Heel to sits bones. Take the knee to the left upper arm. Connect ankle above left knee, figure 4, your legs. Drop your seat. You can bend that right elbow a little as you sit back. Keep hugging your shoulder in the socket. Stay or play with extending left arm over and then squatting. Feeling a nice stretch through the outer hip. Inhale. Exhale, squat. Inhale, reach. Left hand down, spin on ball, left foot, right knee, right upper arm. Wild thing, take it over. Engage the right hamstring. And then draw left shoulder blade to spine to lift the heart. Come back to your center. Look to your left hand. Down dog splits, right leg high. Square it off. Inhale, high on ball, left foot. Hop and switch your step. Warrior 2. Block overhead. Reverse warrior. Last push, halfway forward. Open up, front ribs back, and then come to left big toe. And then tap the calf. Toe. Calf. Slow it down. Toe. Pause as you tap the calf. Keep the right knee bent. And then extend back, half moon. Inhale. Crane. Left side of chest as you bend your right. Straighten the elbows. Keep the right knee bent, warrior 3. Roll the left inner thigh up. Inner biceps up. And then bring the block to the floor. And then you can hop on and off the block. Maybe hop on the block. And then lean the weight more into the fingertips. Your hips are higher. So this is helping you get your hips up. Feel your palms connect. Hug your upper arms in. High in the ball of the foot. And just play with hopping an inch, landing light. You know when you'll get there because it feels weightless. Take your vinyasa and then bring your knees down. Child's pose. Just let everything slow down for a moment. And come right back into downward facing dog. Good. Ripple forward to plank. Exhale, go back to dog. Little waves. Belly in, plank. Dog. Plank. Chaturanga to the belly. Forehead down. Take a clasp behind you. Shimmy your shoulder blades together. And then zip up your low belly so you feel the pubic bone, top thighs, tops of feet really anchor into the mat as well as your forehead. But then lift your shoulder heads up as you lift your thumbs and the knuckles back. Just do your best with that. But keep zipping up your low belly as you hover your head and then your chest. Keep the thighs down. Root the knuckles back. Take a full inhale. And keep that, plant the palms. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, plank. And then downward facing dog. Good, step your feet together. We're going to split hop our left foot between our hands. So bend your knees. And we're just going to land the left foot between our hands. And then step back to dog. Let's do that 4 more times. Wrap the triceps in. Split the legs apart from your pelvis, piking or lifting. And then left foot down. Now let your head go. I want you to tuck your chin and lift your heel. And then drop your heel, tap your calf, and lift your chin. So flossing through the back of the hip, standing splits, lift the heel, and then heel down, tap the calf. And then take it nice and slow. Really milking this movement. Last one. Good. And then come into revolved half moon on that left leg. Stretch your left arm up as you reach your right leg back. Stretch the top of the sternum forward as you revolve around the spine. Take a full breath. Now we're going to bring our hands down, hop to the ball of the left foot, and then hop and switch once or 3 times to land on the right foot. It doesn't have to be high. And then right foot comes down. Stand on it. Come right to figure 4. And then I want you to find a cow face bind. Right arm up, left hand to low back. And if it's comfortable for you, interlace your fingers. And then feel the lower portion of the right leg supporting you, front and back, all the way through the ankle and that foot as you sit your bottom, almost like you're sitting in a chair. And then allow your left hip to get really heavy, letting that thigh bone drop. Getting a nice stretch. And you can hinge forward here a little bit or a lot. Flex your left foot to protect your knee. Take a full breath. And I want you to keep your arms, whether you have your fingers clasped or not. Inhale, left knee to chest. Now straighten your legs and point the foot. Take an inhale there, stand taller through the back spine. And then cross that left ankle in front your right. Take an inhale, and then exhale just halfway forward, hinge. Now we're going to transfer the weight into the left foot and sweep the right leg back. Rotate your torso left, bend your left knee, pursue belly to thigh, but keep your arms in the clasp or in the bind, whatever it looks like in your body. So it's an unsupported warrior three or standing splits if you're getting more into the fold. But then lift up to a warrior three, so bend the knee and tuck your right knee behind it. Slide the knee down the calf. See if you can not use your hands. If you need to, go ahead. Try to hover the shin top of foot and then lightly bring it down to our seated twist. Yeah. And then reach the right arm up, left fingers behind you. Take an inhale. Grab around inner elbow or elbow outside the knee for half lord of the fish. Lift your low back and lengthen as you breathe in. And then just soften as you twist. Feel that nice compression into the left side of the abdomen. Keep feeding your belly to your thigh, keeping that close proximity. And then look over your right shoulder. As you exhale, use your hands or not, we're going to pick up our left foot. You can bring your hands to center, lean onto that right hip, internally rotate your left leg. And as you float it back, try to lift your torso higher. Rotate right. And then bring your hands down. Push into them, bring right knee, right upper arm. And then step outside the hand. Drop your left knee down, lizard pose. Sweep your right arm back if you want. Find the quad stretch. And then slowly release. And we're going to kickstand that shin and find gate pose. Inhale. And then stack the feet for side plank on the left hand. Exhale. Thigh to chest, step heel to thumb. And then come right to horse. Don't get dizzy. So take your hands in reverse prayer. And then drop your hips. Spread your chest, knees apart. And then draw your front ribs back. And then keep cinching around the waist as you just suspend halfway forward by tipping your sitting bones up, in or groin back. And then gaze down as you lift your shoulder heads, broaden your clavicles, and then spread the breath into the side ribs, the back ribs. And then you might play with lifting ball onto the ball of the right foot, and then ball the left foot, suspending. 3, heels higher, 2, and then heels down, 1. Nicely done. Release your hands. Now spin around. We're coming to Hanuman with the left leg forward. Bring your right knee down. You can extend the leg forward. As you flex the foot. And just make sure the pelvis is square. So draw your right hip level with the left. And internally rotate the back leg. And that's going to help you find that even or level pelvis. Pull the left heel underneath you. Squeeze the left quad. You might extend the arms or just fold forward. let the breath slow down again. Watch the sensations. And use your breath as medicine. Take one more full breath. And then slowly come back to runner's lunge, and I'm going to give you the option to just take that leg back or come right to standing splits yet again on the left leg. And then choose your exit if you're dying for another handstand. Hop off the left foot. Try to keep the legs split, just like we practiced on the block, until you feel your pelvis stack, and then maybe that left foot meets the right. Spread your toes, hug back through the belly, claw the mat, and then take it through. Downward facing. I'm going to start with those split hops. Bend your knees. It's going to be the right leg between. Wrap the triceps down. Split the legs apart. Try to get that moment of hang time from the sacrum lifting. Step or hop back. And then fold over your right leg. Let your head drop as you lift the heel and tuck your chin. Heel down, inhale, tap the calf. Keep your belly on your thigh, and then split the legs. Lift the heel. Inhale, lengthen the front body, lift the chin. And cycle through, pausing as you find the top of the breath, and pausing as you find the bottom of the breath. One more. And then bring your right heel down, lower the height of the left leg, parallel to the floor, and then twist, revolve, half moon. Feel your sternum or clavicle broaden as you stretch and elongate. Right hip back, take a breath in. And then plant your palms. We're going to land on the left leg, 1 or 3 switch hops. Good. Once the left foot comes down, stand on it. Figure 4. And then right hand behind the heart, left arm up, cow face your arm. Flex your right ankle, drop your seat. And let that right thigh get even heavier, stabilizing through that left lower leg, ankle, foot, using the support, muscular support of the outer hip. Take a full breath. Now remember to keep the arms crane pose, stand tall, front ribs back as you straighten the leg and point the foot, contract the calf. Deep inhale. Squeeze the left quad and then cross right ankle. And then bottom back halfway forward. We're going to stand on the right leg, float the left leg. Roll the left hip towards the right hip. You can start to bend the right knee. Unsupported standing splits. Stay as high as you need to. And then lift your chest a little. Tuck your left knee behind your right. Slide the knee down. Try to hover, suspend. And then softly top of foot, outer hip down. Twist right, and then right hand behind you, left arm up. Half lower the fish. So give a nice push into the mat with your right foot. And as you tip your pelvis towards your right, feel the right sitting bone come in closer contact to the earth. And that's what you want. And then lift the ribcage, breathe in. Shoulder, heads back, behind you, breathe out, twist. Take another full breath. Good, then look over your left shoulder. Use your hands or not, but lift and hover. Internally rotate that leg as you float it back. And then try to lift the chest and rotate to your left. Feel that right side body turn on, and then just release. Plant your palms, curl the right toes under, slide the knee to the upper arm. And then step it outside your hand. Lizard pose, turn the foot on an angle. Stay or reach back, catch the ankle. Maybe swing to the blade edge of the foot. Just enjoy that nice stretch to the front of the hip, quad. Good, take one more full breath. As you exhale, just kickstand the right shin behind you and come into gate. Right fingers forward. Reach the left bicep to ear, and then stack your feet for side plank. Draw your right inner bicep to the top of the mat, and then left knee to chest. Step heel to thumb, and then spin around for horse. And bring your hands to your thighs with the fingers down. I'm just going to spin so you see me. Come halfway forward, dip your left shoulder. Bend your right elbow back and push your left thigh away. Center, inhale, dip your right shoulder. Push your right thigh away. But try to spread your chest. Pull your belly in. And then one more each side. You might take your gaze up. And then dip your right shoulder. Good, then inhale, interlace your fingers, come upright. Lift your heels, drop your hips. Maybe look up. I'm going to challenge your balance. Be cool with it. Nicely done. Bring your heels down. Bring your hands down. Pivot around to frame your right foot. Hanumanasana, half to full splits. Feel the opposing forces between the stretch and the activation. Maybe it's the opposing forces of your mind versus your body. Can you sync them more in harmony just by letting there be less effort? More release. Then slowly start to make your way out to runner's lunge. And then you choose if you want to take the leg up and back, roll the hip open, or perhaps standing splits on the right leg. Maybe taking one last shot at your handstand balance. Come into down dog, just take a full breath. And then step to malasana. Comes to heart. You might bow in. Just breathe into the low back. And then drop your seat down. Roll all the way to your back. So with the feet flat, set up for bridge, arms down, palms alongside you. And then peel the hips up. You can clasp your hands. Find a supported bridge to start. And then scoot your shoulder blades in. Wiggle your fingers towards your heels. And then lift the back wall of the heart as you draw back through your low belly. Reach your shins forward, away from you. And you might stay and then come down, maybe do another set. If you're working in the full wheel, you might even find one knee in and extend through the knee. Point and flex the foot or circle the ankle. And just feeling out the hip flexors, the relationship with the hamstring, the low back. If you want to take it to a standing position, walk the feet in, and then inhale, stand up. Exhale, fold. Maybe drop back, or just bring your seat back down. Feeling that water-like fluid consistency the spine, pelvis. From that freedom and length, the hamstrings. Just lower down when you're ready. And then hug your knees in. Come to your left hip and step your right foot halfway down the mat. So just a nice way to open out the side of the hip. If this is a lot on your wrist, just walk it forward. Or bring your elbow down. But roll your top hip forward slightly, and then just try to lean your chest back a little. So you want to create this nice, heavy, feeling, nice heavy feeling through the left side body. So you get more length, essentially, letting gravity just do the work. Creating space between each rib. And you might stack your feet. But again, roll the top hip forward, chest back. And then just sit up. We're gonna take the left knee, the bottom leg, bend it. Take your right knee, bend it as well. And then take your right arm and thread it under. And then maybe forehead down, but if it's comfortable, bring your right cheek to the mat. And then inhale, just sit up and switch sides. Step the left foot halfway down the mat. And then walk your right wrist out. Let the shoulder lift as you sag to the right side and lengthen. You can really feel on the breath in the space between the ribs. A stretch running down the outer hip, outer leg, into the knee. It's a good one. You might stack the feet. And then bend both knees. We're going to take the top leg back, bottom leg forward, roughly 90-degree bend at both knees. And then take your left arm and thread it underneath. Lay your forehead down or left cheek to the mat. Take one more full breath. And as you gently release out, know that all that's left for you is Shavasana. drop in, maybe sigh out any heaviness. Let there be a lack of resistance, an absence of effort, an awareness of the sensations that arise. Just as you sink into those states and sense what they bring. And just keep allowing that lack of effort or absence of effort and freedom of resistance to soak in bone level. Start to deepen the breath. Take a big breath in. Maybe sigh it out. And slowly make your way into a seated position. Revisit the idea or sense of a lack or absence of effort. So you may find this freedom of resistance of the mind as well. And gratitude for your practice and harnessing this greater sense of purpose by your gaze. Namaste.